Hello everybody, welcome to Evac once more. You'll have to forgive my voice this morning. If you don't know what this is, it may have appeared on videos before. This is what I sound like when I got heavily intoxicated the night before. It is a Sunday morning. I do go out for a drink on a Saturday night, so it might not sound different on the microphone, so this might be entirely irrelevant, but I apologise for that. It basically just gives me raspy smoker voice sort of thing. It basically just makes me sound like I've got a cold. Anyway, here is some more Evac gameplay for you. We're going to start with Wraith actually on this one. What map are we on? Render and Plant. That's call for the albino girl to come out. It's Torvald, Crow, Hank and Emmett. I will go through the usual, just in case we've got any new viewers in, just to explain what this is as we jump in. So this is Evolve's campaign. It's a 5-round sort of, cluster, where whoever wins gets a bonus. It's 5 different game modes as well. One moment. So another aspect is you get wonderful little cutscenes like that as well that give you a sense of the world that it's been set in. But yeah, 5 rounds. Winners get bonuses, losers get auto balance buffs, which was the way that sort of counteracts massive streaks, where one side just completely dominates because they get all the bonuses. There is an auto balance feature in place to prevent that from happening, as you will see. The first round's going to be quite easy, I will say that, because we are at just, the standard game at the minute. This man is incredibly fast. There we go. We do get move speed right off the bat as well, which is very nice to have on Wraith. Because ironically, she's actually one of the slowest monsters, even though she's supposed to be like the fast assassin type. I want to eat these before these little fuckers get hit. Oh my god, just piss off over there. Really? Little shits. I don't really want to waste time killing them because the hunters will be here. At stage 1 you're very vulnerable, especially as Wraith as well, so yeah. Didn't want all those Reavers and Canyon Striders anyway, so fuck off. But yeah, anyway, you'll see how it goes as we as we go through it. It's probably one of the best ways to play the game. I mean, I enjoy the solo rounds honestly because it's just easy to jump in and out of for recording wise. But I do love this mode as well because it does have all the lore cutscenes and things in it as well to enjoy. They do differ from map to map, so you get a sense of what's going on in the world and how much it was going down the fucking shitter, because that's what the lore is for this game. Everything just goes to pot and everybody dies. I'm going to go straight for this, even though I did just see health bars, but I think we should be okay. Famous last words. I can hear him, which scares me. That's Crow's bird, that little beeping thing that's going on. We did get away with it though, so we'll be looking to armour up here and then we'll get into our first little skirmish. We'll just eat these while we helps towards the bar. I just need to get a general idea on where they're actually coming from because they sound like they're over there. If I can get a long range abduct here, that would be very nice, just to kick things off. Okay. Right, there goes my stealth. I thought he was running off on his own there, we'll have to go for the Hank here. So if you're a completely first timer here, I'll just explain what's going on. 4 hunters are on, there's 4 hunters obviously as you can see. Each team's comprised of a support, medic, trapper and assault. Names are more or less, self-explanatory to what they do apart from trapper. Trapper's the one that's got access to this dome that you see in, the blue sort of netting sort of thing. That's their job. So if we down Crow here, that dome will deactivate. That decoy did not do half of what I was expecting it to do. That's fine. Man's having a little bit of trouble getting out of this corner. That was a very oh no, you let go of it. I was going to say that was a very clutch shield by the Hank. I will get out in this particular instance because everybody else is up. So, when you lose all your armor as a monster, you start taking red bar damage. That damage is permanent. So, you want to be managing your armor and getting the fuck out when you don't have any. He says as he's fighting with no armor. But we've actually isolated Emmett quite a lot here, so I will commit to this because he's not going to be doing too much damage, given he's a medic. Did want to just confirm that. We'll get out now. Well, this turns into a bad idea. Beautiful rain effects as well. The rain was really well done in this game. Gives everything that shiny, glossy sort of look. I don't think I hit either of them, did I? Right, we get these. I will go in for another fight before we actually evolve here as well, because I would like to get a couple more strikes. Beautiful, he's spoon-fed back to me. We're probably going to get 2 strikes on the Hank now. We need to get the fuck out of that. It's cloaked up at the minute. I will do that just so I can get a lay of the land, so to speak. That is actually the target I want. So we've got 2 strikes on Crow and 2 on Hank now, which is quite a strong position to be in, honestly. Yeah, I won't bother with that actually. We'll go for the evolve. As I say, typically in evacuation the first round is always quite easy, but it does get really hard later on. You will get some decent games out of it. I will just go around this corner first, and then yeah, okay, we'll do it. We'll have enough distance. So we're about to reach our power spike as monster. If you haven't seen this before, this is a fucking breath of fresh air, given the ASIMs we've got at the moment, where you're playing as the one and you just exist to be bullied. This is where you get to do the bullying, because at stage 3, the game doesn't shy away from giving you the power roll. You are now going to be doing a lot of fucking damage. You're very tanky, and you are effectively the fucking raid boss. It's one of the beautiful parts about this game, because it does not fucking hold back. We're going to be steamrolling quite a lot here, but back in the days of live, it was kind of your reward. It was actually, it wasn't rare, but it was uncommon to an extent that a monster would actually get to stage 3. Stage 3 was more of the, it was the reward, as I keep saying, where at this point the hunters have failed to do the job, and this is obviously what they've been trying to prevent, because you've now reached your fully grown size and you're fucking massive. So we're probably going to be steamrolling this team presently. There's Hank already dead. Doesn't help when they do put themselves in the corner like this though. I do still need to kill that, because that's going to revive everybody though. That side though as well, it's not completely imbalanced, I will say that, because obviously, we've lost all our armour, there's still 2 of them alive. They've got 32 seconds on the respawns for the rest of the team as well, which, with an Emmett and a Torvald, it's entirely possible actually that it might survive that as well. Although Emmett's gone down now, and I think Torvald just used his shield a minute ago. I need to get a proper line on that. There we go. Oh no, he didn't. But we'll fight through this now anyway. I will decoy that just to prevent some damage, get some damage in. Right, yeah, prevent damage by standing in the fucking mortars. That's always a good shout. And then jumping right back into him. Missing a warp blast, just ignore it, yeah. Clearly I'm still fucking drunk from the night before. There we go. So they have actually got the respawn in, so we will take this opportunity to go and grab a little bit of armour. It's going to be support and the trapper that are coming back, which aren't the damage dealers, so we're not probably going to need a full refill on the armour. That said, I need to get back over here because they're going to be reviving. Now we do need, because that was incredibly quick. I did not expect that in the slightest. So luckily there is some striders here, so you know we'll be able to get to a full bar quite quickly. There we go. And in we go. I will take the opportunity here just to say that Wraith is as sluggish as she looks. She is really slow for some reason when she's supposed to be like, you know, a fast assassin, but she has one of the weakest traversals in the game as well. It can be used like directionally, but it's very small, and really you're only going to use it to get into a fight, or I mean in the middle of a fight I should say. Otherwise you're probably not going to get much use out of it in terms of traversing, like the land. I need to target this man actually. I've brain switched off there because this guy's going to provide consistent shielding that I am not endorsing. There we go. Get one of them out there. There's the decoy. Not the decoy, the beacon. Beautiful, that was the one I wanted out of that. It's going to be Emmet out. See, I love the little details with the Hunter's Lines one. Like, they're supposed to be like these badass killers and everything, but if you heard Torvald there, where he says this is our end, this is our doom, because they do react to the fact that they're being essentially mauled by an alien super mutant. And, you know, of course they're actually going to be scared. It's little details like that that are lost in games today. It just adds so much to the atmosphere. Like, each hunter has, like, literally hundreds of lines to, you know, say what's going on in the world and commentate on it. Each one of them shows their own way of being terrified of what's going on when they go against a stage 3 as well. Yeah, you get another cutscene at the end here as well, just to show what's happening. So we've opened the gates to the Strider farm. That means we're going to have a lot of Striders in the next map, so we're not going to have a shortage of food. That's one of the bonuses for the map, so going into the next one we've got more food, but the Hunters are also going to get a point in the auto balance which will buff their attack and health, so it sort of balances out in a way. You'll see what I mean anyway as we go through it. But yeah, the level of like atmosphere it adds just to have characters that actually commentate on the situation that's unfolded in front of them. Like, one of my favourites with Hyde in particular, because Hyde's like a bit of a psycho, he's like a total fucking madman. There is, or balance. But when he goes against a stage 3, there's a small chance every now and then he'll say, there's like 3 different lines that are the same thing. We'll go and do... We'll do Wraith Trap actually. Yeah, so he's a bit of a psychopath and all that, but you'll hear it in his voice when he says, "Look at the size of it. We'll be murdering this big bastard for days." And he's fucking, you know, it all adds to the atmosphere and it creates a fucking good experience. Like, to just, even when you're playing as him, to hear it, because it's just a treat, honestly. We're doing rescue, so we will play as. Yeah, we'll do Behemoth actually on this one. Wraith Trap calls for the sandstone skin because it's a bit of a desert map, even though, you know, Behemoth does actually blend in with that anyway. But we'll do top speed because it synergizes with his boulder. Torvald is joining us again for this one. It's Torvald, Abe, Bucket, and Val. So they've got an attack support on this one, so we've got sentries that are going to be around the map. I will say my lore bit for the new viewers in a moment. The beautiful thing about this Wraith that's in the tank, those of you who watch my videos know where this is going, is that Wraith, you know, there's mutations for the other monsters, so there's the Meteor Goliath and there's the Elder Kraken. That Wraith actually becomes Phantom Wraith. We never actually got to see that in game though, because she does actually canonically break out of that tank, and as a result, because she's under stress and she's evolving to deal with that stress, she gains the ability to teleport to other planets, and that obviously is a big fucking issue. And it sort of separates the hunter teams because somebody has to go out there to kill her. But, you know, when you've got all these other monsters running around as well, and you've just lowered your numbers, the Striders, by the way, it's fucking loads. You know, that's how the snowball begins, and now it's, you know, it all goes downhill. Just to explain what's going on, look at the fucking directional animations, man. Every monster has them, based on where your actual target is and where you're facing. Like, he does a lot of backhands. It's so fucking good. But yeah, what's actually happening in this round is Nest and Rescue are more or less the same, how they play out at the beginning. You want to get out of stage 1 as quickly as possible, which is what we're doing here. See, they're already over there reviving. Hunters do get a bit of a head start on this one to sort of balance it out. Where, you know, you have to sort of hang back in this particular instance because you are still weak at stage 1. Going in straight away is not a good idea. You have to sort of stay back a little bit, get up to stage 2 as quickly as possible. We'll grab some armour again as well in this particular instance. Thankfully this Strider mutator that we won from last round has really helped out here. We didn't have to really leave this area at all. So we'll go for the first engage here. So in this one we're killing these little purple bar survivors. Leave that in the way just so we can buff up our evolve bar a little bit. I do try to get to stage 3 in every round just to show it off. So here we are, we will get into our first engage. A little bit more fast paced than the other one. Hoping for splash damage in that particular instance. Didn't really work. I do need to keep an eye on where the purple bars are going because they are going to be fleeing more than fighting because they'll be looking to get to the extraction zone. I'm trying to get these lava bombs in the right place. Is on the aid. I would like to get one of them. Right, we're going to get one of them. One of them got away though. So we'll commit to this. Beautiful situational animations, as I always like to point out. It's cooldown reduction there, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to eat it because all the hunters are here. Wow, you actually stayed. Okay. Beautiful, we'll isolate Val. Yeah, can do that in time. Is he going to fall that down? Yes, he is. Aim that up there because it gives up terrain fissure, so you can actually use it from hidden vantage points as well, which is very nice, to be honest. So you can sort of take people by surprise in some instances. So it works as an engage tool as well. I will go for A there because he is isolated now. We've pushed him away. That's fine. Get some armour. I'm actually half health. Fuck me, I didn't realise that. I'm going to use this defensively, just to... I did actually block the mortars there a little bit. They're going to get that down, obviously, but... We'll go and just evolve straight to stage 3 here, because I'm at, as I say, I am at half health. There's obviously an elephant in the room. There's a case to be made that I could just rush over there and just destroy all of them and just win. As I say, this is bots, so, you know, they're not going to be like players who are just immediately rushing over there. So, you know, there is that, but I'm not, quite honestly, I'm not going to fucking do that because I'm here to enjoy the game, do you know what I mean? So, I'm here to show it off because, you know, At this point, being one of a handful of people left on the planet who can still fucking play this game, I like to show it off in its full, you know, its full glory. So we'll get to stage 3. Just so you can see the fucking artistry that's been put into this game. You know, I'm of the probably controversial opinion, but this guy was worth every fucking quid I spent on him at 15. He was 15 quid when he came out, this guy, but I quite honestly try to tell me 8 years later that I didn't get my fucking money's worth, honestly. So, yeah, that's that. Probably over there now, so we'll go and say hi. We're fully armoured. They sound like they're still over there, actually. I know one of them's up, they must be here. Yeah, they're here. Dome's probably not going to be a thing in this one. I don't think they actually use it, to be honest, in Nestar Rescue. Create a little bit of an impassable place. Excellent. Just going to slip down there, that's not great. Getting a bit greedy here, I should have... I think I'm going to be able to get this. I tried to knock him into the plant there. There we go. Probably gonna... Yeah, that's fine. It's gonna read me, he says, the creature is eating a human. I can never hear these lines because they're always at a bit of a distance. Empathy simulated. They've actually got the sloth buff here, so we're gonna be taking a lot of damage actually. That's going to be downed on Bucket, he went down to fire damage. There's equal parts seriousness and equal parts, like, comedy to the lines as well. It's a really nice, like, sort of balance that they've got with them, with the characters. They all seem, like, unique in their own ways. That's going to be undodgeable now. Army brats are gonna... See what I mean? It's like, it's related. I've not even fucking heard that line before 8 years later. It's so fucking good, man. Army brats in reference to Val being a Sig-9 agent, which is they're like a governing sort of army that nobody really likes because they do some questionable shit. There's a lot of people who seem to think that, you know, they funded the mutagen wars. There's a survivor right there as well. Just trying to revive him. We actually killed the hunters, okay. I didn't know he was the last alive, I thought there was still another one. So there it is. What you've just seen there. She's opening portals. It was a sort of I think when they made this, it wasn't completely concreted, you know, what they were going to be doing with the lore, but obviously that cutscene does hint that she's breaking out of that thing, and she's actually spawning portals everywhere. Obviously she still looks like a regular Wraith in that cutscene, because obviously they didn't have the design for her up yet. There's been a couple of concepts that were leaked by Turtle Rock, you know, when they just gave us all the information when they said they weren't, you know, 2K said they weren't doing anything more with the game. She had sort of like more of armor plating on her head, rather than it being more like a jellyfish than it normally is. Yeah, something we never got to see, lo and behold. We're on Broken Hill Mine for this one. This is a nest game. So again, we're going to be rushing to stage 2 for this one, because the hunters are going to start by killing our eggs. We need to defend our children. And yeah. For this one, who've we not played? We played Wraith Behemoth. think, because I always do Goliath on day 4, we'll do Gorgon for this one. It's in character, isn't it, Nest? What are we on? Let's do the albino one. It's just a nice skin anyway. So we'll do Kraken on day 4 on this one, and then we'll leave our good old boy to, you know, destroy humanity in the last level. So, yeah, damage resistance is almost required. It fucking is as well, because we've got Cabot in this particular instance. They're going to be killing things very quickly, actually, so this is going to be quite dangerous now, because, you know, it's day 3, so the auto balance is picking up as well.
Anyone, please. This is the Broken Hill mine. One of those fucking monsters laid eggs everywhere. My people can't go out there. They'll get ripped apart. We need someone to destroy those eggs before they hatch. You help us. We'll set you up with some bots that'll do just about anything you need them to.
It's interesting to hear him say that they laid the eggs, because it was sort of implied that they didn't. They weren't laying them, they were sort of making them in some sort of way. But it definitely wasn't, you know, traditional egg laying. But yeah, something else we didn't get to see as well. Who'd have known? So yeah, we're going to be getting to stage 2 as quickly as possible here. Because we're against a very high damage team. Courtesy of Abbott. Pray for no trap jaws, because I just want to get this eaten. Something about this map that, you know, post Back for Blood is it's quite reminiscent. You know, it's quite similar to Back for Blood in some of its, you know, some of its appearances. Kind of makes you think, to be honest. Because I think that's, I still think that's one of the reasons why TRS made the ogre, because he was sort of saying here's a giant monster, you know, because you liked it in Evolve, that sort of thing. I do believe right, they're over there. That is very fucking quick. Holy shit. Well, yeah, you can sort of see that the caves are very similar, you know. I don't know if this early is a good idea to actually hatch this egg. I think I might though. This man's completely oblivious. You'd love to see it. I'm going to hatch this egg. Obviously, you know, trying to keep an AI alive isn't the greatest idea against a high damage team, but we do need to be getting some pressure now. So my little man's going to take us straight to him. I'm going to stick with him because I want to defend him. So we're going to lose that egg. We need to intercept them before they get on that one. Are you going to take this teleporter? Thought you were then. I was going to say, what the fuck? Yeah, they're going for this one. We're going to run over here. Based on where he's moving. I'm leaving him on his own, which isn't the greatest, but they are in this particular direction. Shit, that's not good. I went the wrong fucking way. We get the branching paths. Got the damage magnifier on me at the minute. It's not the good. We'll go and assist him because he's going for Kyra, and Kyra's very tanky. Let's fire one of them up there. As I say, I need to be very careful. As do they though, because this could actually end right here. Very good, nice. Beautiful. Yeah, they killed him. Using this, I'm going to capitalise. Excellent. He's probably cloaked up. I'm going to have to... Yeah, because I'm losing health. I'm going to have to dip and feed up again. We'll go to stage 3 actually, use this opportunity. Because if I go looking for him, the timer's going to, you know, count down and we shall be in a bit of a shit spot as a result. Ooh, I want you. Your move speed. Move speed is always welcome. Whoa, okay. I'll go to stage 2. I mean, I can end it here, but because he's a support on his own. But, you know, like I said in the last round, I do like to show this off if you haven't seen it before. So Gorgon is a leggy girl when she's fully grown, and you can see her legs get very long, spindly. She's one of the monsters that changes the least physically, in terms of, you know, she only really gets bigger in size, but the difference that she has is that the spines on her leg, those little hairs, they get more pronounced, and her feet of themselves, like the rear hind legs, they get like really long. But her body itself doesn't really change too much, because obviously like Goliath gets bigger spikes, Wraith gets bigger antennas. I think Kraken doesn't really change too much actually, other than his sort of dorsal fins on his back, his spine. I'm fighting this Megamorph at the minute. But yeah, Kraken's another one that doesn't really change too much. Behemoth doesn't, but he gets larger shoulder spikes. And I think his guts get a little bit bigger underneath, so you can, you know, they're a bit of an easier target. Let's give him a power. We'll use Mimic here because I'm slightly out of sight. Beautiful. It's going to be Griff dead. I don't think he's not used his shield. I might be able to commit to this. Yeah, there it is. Beautiful. So now that we've interrupted the Prime Minister's fracking operations, we're going to have earthquakes. That's the big, you know, the drill in the centre of the map being destroyed by yours truly. And obviously, because it's now been disjointed and disconnected and all that sort of thing, we're going to be having earthquakes, which disturbs birds and is going to make it very hard to track me in the next round. Doesn't really work obviously against bots, because obviously they just know where you are all the time, but you know, you get the idea. This is now day 4, so day 4 is actually the hardest day. We're not at complete full auto balance, but this is going to be Hunt, and Kraken, who we're going to be playing as, isn't the tankiest. Would be nice to go on there, but we'll do Hunt. So yeah, we've got earthquakes that scare birds. Yeah. Day 4 is typically the hardest, depending on what team comp we're going to be going against. So it's Hyde, Wasteland, Maggie, Cabot and Slim. That's actually decent as well. Okay. No, we'll do regular Kraken. I do want to do, you know, Elder Kraken and Meteor Goliath at some point. We'll go Calypso for this one. Doesn't really match the map, but it's a nice skin nonetheless. We'll live dangerously and go traversal. I was considering doing defense there because Kraken isn't. He's less tanky than Goliath is, and sometimes you do struggle with Goliath on this one. We'll have to see. We'll have to play very smart in this one. This is where it does get hard. So here we go. It's Wasteland Maggie as well. Wasteland Maggie is the attack version of Maggie. So we're going to play a little bit tactically. I know there is corpses over here. These always spawn here. Just going to give ourselves a little bit of a needed lead, I think. Dip through this building. That's probably one of the earthquakes, right? Oh no, it's just me. You're beneficial, so I can see where they're coming from. How cute. Wow, okay, they ran away from that. That was unexpected. Yeah, there's the earthquakes. This little shit's trying to... hit me out of me feed. That's not the albino. So we'll leave you alive because it might... that's move speed. That's... yeah, it's going to be better that, to be honest. Didn't get much use out of smell range, but it's fine. Move speed is going to be very beneficial, honestly. Right, that's going to be stage 2. Or it will be in a moment. Yeah, we'll do it up here actually. A little bit hidden. Just in the bushes. I've just heard something die, I am scared. Break me out please. They're fucking right there, I've just seen the red outlines, get me the fuck away. Take off during animation, lol 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 lol, get the fuck away, don't want anything to do with you yet. Warning shots. Not a fucking chance am I going against a day 4 team with no armour. Swear man, they can fucking sneak up on you. I thought they were coming from this way, like around here, because they were going to be following me tracks. Nice meal of Mana Strider with a side of oil. There we go. So we'll eat these and then I will get into a fight. That was embarrassing. We'll eat these just for the bar. Can you just piss off please, yeah? There we go. Right, Cabot is going to be the priority target because we need to remove this damage magnifier as quickly as possible. Slim is actually a very good pick into Kraken as well because he's going to be removing my ability to see with his Spore Cloud. So as you can see, they're actually fucking out healing me. Get one of them in there. Standing in the middle of this isn't great. Can I please get this man down? Thank you. That's half my HP gone. But as you can see, the difficulty is very clearly been increased. You can get the fuck down there. That's not good. We're actually going to hide. I know, actually. Let's get going. Yeah. We're gonna have to go straight to stage 3 here, I think. This is what I was talking about with the auto balance. When you get to this though, obviously with, you know, we've won 3 days in a row, this is the game basically saying you need to lose. Because obviously it's for the benefit of 4 other people usually. But yeah, we're gonna go straight to stage 3 here. I'm not gonna bother going in again. It's too risky. That Cabot was incredibly tanky to down. Okay. It's going to require my final form, it would appear, this one. Was in that general area, wasn't it? This one. Yeah, we'll just go straight for it because I think I've got distance. Right. It begins. It looks very nice, this skin with the sort of the blue things. He is actually the biggest monster in the game as well. Just want to take a moment just to explain it. Usually you'd probably think that Behemoth was just by his name, but no. If you've seen this guy from the hunter perspective, like if you were down there as a hunter, he's fucking huge. You don't really get the same effect when you're playing as him. But yeah, this guy is literally Cthulhu. Especially when you can see him flying as well, like above you. Very Lovecraftian. I can hear Daisy. Yeah, she's in there. We'll go from the top here. I'm gonna look at the size of his claws as well. I always like that as an effect. But yeah, but that's sort of leading into Wraith as well, who's the next generation of monster with the claws. But yeah, looks very nice. I just like to do that. Because attention to detail is something I enjoy. If you don't know already. So in this particular instance, I am going to be looking to get rid of Maggie. This is going to be very hard. I might actually go for Slim here, because he is not healing himself. Just want to get out of there. I want to try and sneak this in, and we'll get out again. Ideally, I want to stay out of range of Cabot's magnifier. There we go. So we'll dip. And we'll hide here because I've got no armor. We'll just have to wait this dome out. I just wanted to push him back in there because he can flush me out. This isn't ideal. Push her back in. Push him back in there. Get the fuck back in there, lad. Get Daisy down. Although that's gonna... Shit. Not quite on there. That's what I was scared of. Thank God the dome dropped at that particular instant. So this swallowed my own tongue. So yeah, we have to use a bit of tactics here to be able to survive this. I was going to say, is that the damage buff? Because I will take the damage buff in this particular instance. So there's 3 sloths that spawn on this map. There's that one, there's the one that's over there, and the one that's over the other side. I'm also potentially going to look at the tyrant buff. I don't know why I'm hitting that, I don't need it now. I'm just going to check to see if this sloth's an albino. This sloth is nothing because it didn't spawn. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. So this one's going to be all about whittling the team down. Obviously we don't have much health though either, so we need to be careful. I would still like to be up here because I can stay out of the range of his Cabot's damage jump. I will go for Slim again here actually. Hyde's trying to body block him from there we go, we got him. Beautiful, he didn't shield properly. I want to try and prevent that revive. We can keep Slim out as much as possible, that would be beautiful. In that general area. There's Cabot. That's Maggie down, we'll go for you now. Yeah, there's the amp going on. She's just gone for the revive on Slim. Shit. No, he's dead, that's fine. So we'll take advantage of Maggie being isolated. There it is. Feeling that we're there. He's using his cloak on Hyde at the moment. It's going to be another down. Beautiful. Now it becomes a horror game for this man. That was a very strange lightning strike. Shit, I misaimed that. I meant to pull him downwards. 6 seconds, get him. That was a close one, fucking hell. I was just watching the timer, I wasn't even looking where I was aiming. Fucking anxiety, man. So that's just me having a quick drink, hydrating the exhausted vocal cords, apparently, because fucking beer does that to me. So now we're on day 5. Day 5 is the finale. You will start at stage 3 in this one, and it's about buying time for your minions to destroy a dropship that contains millions of innocent people. So, yeah. Auto balance is at max, so obviously based on what you've just seen you can imagine the type of team we're going to be going against here. That said, it's New Calico, this is probably one of the more common finale maps. We are on main for this one, we're going to be playing as Goliath. We'll play as Magma Goliath as well because it's going to be a very warm map, you know, it's a tropical type place. Here is my boy, my pride and joy. Stick all in, it's Markov, Griffin, Cabot and Lazarus. So the team's not going to have the greatest of sustain actually with Laz, but they are going to be able to revive for free. That's not really going to be too much of an issue with, you know, the finale, because they actually get revived anyway. You don't win this one by... Yeah, you don't actually win in this one for killing all the hunters. They'll just keep respawning. You win by killing the dropship. The hunters have to survive long enough that the dropship takes off. So it's a valiant sacrifice because these guys do die either way in this particular instance. Here is I. Can I get some idle animations just before we go in, please? Just want to show these off. I love it when he rolls his shoulders. There's one of his looks. I always just like to mention that because obviously this is a game where you never fucking stand still, but each monster has about 3 different, you know, idle animations. There was so much attention to detail put into this game. That actually hit him well, okay. I was expecting him to move, to be honest. So we're going to leap right in like a true Goliath. What this man does best. Beautiful. I don't know why I was leaving there, I was thinking I had a rock on standby. Back in the day of live, I was actually a Goliath main. You can probably see it on my channel actually as well in the multiplayer days when we had, you know, stage 2 briefly. Obviously back in the day, you know, I don't know how to phrase that, you know, back when the game actually came out. I wasn't doing YouTube, so it's not been recorded, but, you know, have ye faith based on what you're seeing. But, you know, I have a lot of hours on this man. My favourite of video game characters ever. I want to get the grab, there you go. Love that little detail. We will armour up here though, because I've got no insurance. So we're going to be breaking through the first generator very soon, which is good. Always makes you wonder though as well, like what other survival maps we would have got for this. I would have loved to have seen where this format actually went, because I sort of have this thing where I think it would have done really well in like a season based sort of thing, as for like not necessarily solely single player, but you know, for extra side content from just the regular vanilla side of things with the hunt game mode, where you could have seasons where a particular, you know, evac campaign was playable. Sorry, I'm just... There you go, we got him. I'm getting out again. Very high damage team. That's not good, because I would have liked to have got out of that without taking too much damage there. We are actually at half health already in the first map. There you go, the first one's been done. There we go. So moving on, we will go to the next place in the map. Be careful not to hit. I want to use it that way, like that, so I can push him away. So we should be able to confirm this down now. Got the splash damage there. There it is. And we'll get out. It's a beautiful thing about my boy. He's very agile. He's the fastest monster in the game as well. His traversal is probably one of the best in the game, because it's huge in the distance department. The rest of his team's behind him, so we'll push him this way this time. Cabot is actually hitting me there though, which isn't a pleasant thought, because it means he's behind me. There we go. Didn't want to get hit by that mammoth bird there, which is why I charged, but I think I got it anyway. It's fine. We're going to tuck into this absolute fucking picnic, and then Markov's going to disturb me. Or not, he said fuck that shit, and rightly so. We're going to commit Canyon Strider genocide. Oh shit. Now he's decided to join me. And we're going to actually just fight through his shield here, because he's actually on his own, I think. The others are just defending the generator at the minute. And this is a big ass picnic that I am not going to give up lightly. Get him before his mates here, put him behind that building because I want to be undisturbed. Yeah, he's going to get the free revive. I'm just going to go for a bit of the top up. Griff is on his own around here, so we'll switch to him as a target. My boy is actually body blocking a 60-foot monster. I'm just completely like sandbagging him. They've actually destroyed this, which is beautiful. Let's get out. I want my fucking picnic. That's what I want. Just get these for now. Seriously, can you just like piss off, please? I'm doing fuck all to you. Just existing. They push me really far back here. It's kind of a good thing for them. Because the minions can't actually break through. They can do some damage, but it won't be fast enough against the timer with the turrets that are there. Just come here, please. Okay. So I need to get a move on over here. Now all these are going to be fucking ones. Yeah, it's fine. No, one of them is still two. Yeah, there we go. Fucking meat all over the floor. Avoid the mines. Leapfrog our way out of here. Got distracted there. I should have carried on with the lads. It actually got even splash damage though. He's gone down there. He's cloaked as well. That's not going to do anything because his team are here. Knock him off there. Now it's going to do something though, which terrifies me. Ah shit, it's a bit of a bug that. I've used my charge when I was in landing animation. There's the man I want. Tried to do the jump hit shit there, but it didn't quite work. Medic's dead. Let's get out because I'm about to be dead. All the food's here, which is a bit unfortunate. This fucking turret's going to start kicking off here. Fuck. Got it. This fucking Markov dude, he's been like everywhere where I need to eat. My boy's in pain. Hate to hear it. Oh, there you go. They did it anyway. Nice. Running around at the end, man. Beautiful. Wonderful XP bonus. Obviously XP doesn't really mean anything though, but yeah, there it is. And there we go. We killed everybody. Hooray! But yeah, that's pretty much where the lore goes as well. Obviously, this is a bit more of it. It's like a condensed version of it. But yeah, the hunters do all die in the end. That was where the story was going. Obviously, if it's a live service game, that's obviously, you know, it's never going to actually get to that point. But that's where the story goes in the end. It wasn't the happiest of endings, so to speak. So yeah, there it is. The greatest threat was the Wraith. 12-old got the Medal of Honor for that. And yeah, there it is. It's another evac. It was 44 minutes 50 seconds this one. And yeah, I hope you've enjoyed. Yeah. we won't go into the whole rant about why this game's dead and certain other games exist, but it is it just is what it is. I hope you've enjoyed, and I will be doing more of these in the future. So don't worry, if you did enjoy it, there'll be more alongside the standard Evolve videos that we normally do. And yeah, I will see you on the next one, hopefully. Bye.